The 21st Century Learning Conference was an experience that we were so excited to bring to our school. It was an opportunity to engage our students in a professional conference that any profession may be a part of, where you go to a conference, you choose workshops that are an interest to you, and they always have a goal in mind of what you would come out at the end of the conference.
The process for signing up for our workshops was very simple. We had to go online to a website called shked.com, and then we were able to pick all of the classes that we were interested in.
And I really liked that because it gave me the opportunity to really lock in on what I want to know, and it's not just what I get placed in. So that felt pretty good.
And we really had a focus on 21st century skills, what happens when our students leave us, and what are those essential skills that students need to know in order to survive a 21st century world. For us here at Middleborough High School, creating this conference for our students to engage them in a different type of learning for a day, to be able to engage them in skills potentially they may not learn in a classroom on a day-to-day basis, but really to create an environment that you could take a school day and have a very different learning opportunity for our students.
So in the Talk Your Way into a Job workshop, we pretty much learned about tons of different skills that you can use to effectively be interviewed by someone and how to get a job.
In our 911 with the emergency workshop, we had 2 dispatchers come in and they talked to us about different emergency calls and what you should do in that situation.
We saw a real-life polygraph being taken. I thought that was very cool because we could be in the mind of how a criminal sees it and how it can be used in actual law investigation.
My favorite workshop was how to be a team player because it taught us to work with others and allowed us to be active in the morning and play games and have a lot of fun while trying to work together.
We got blindfolded and we had to talk to each other and build stuff and work together.
If some people are thinking more about themselves than being in a team, then it just doesn't work out as well.
The Finding Your Inner Ninja workshop with Miss Beard taught me how to overcome obstacles and be more confident in everything I do.
The focus of my workshop was more on figuring out a 5 to 10 year plan, what you want to do, how you're going to get there, how you're going to face some of the fears that you have that might stand in your way of getting there.
Mrs. Beard taught me that if you set goals and have determination and perseverance with those goals, anything is possible.
I want students to know and take away that they don't have to decide on anything right now. Just having some inspiration and realizing that people around them are there to support them in reaching some of those goals, and that they can find success in even the smallest parts of life.
Well, one of the really cool workshops that I attended was self-defense. And in that class, we learned different ways to defend yourself before you even have to touch the person. One thing that I took away from my self-defense workshop was that the best way to defend yourself is to believe that you can defend yourself.
I'd like them to have some self-defense skills, and I'd like them to understand that there is something they can do if they ever get into a physical situation, hopefully give them the confidence to excel at other things in life.
We want them to not feel so trapped in the norm, find out, and Master Maker mentioned to find your passion, follow it, and make a living out of it.
I think this conference, I hope, will become an event that we will do every year. And the reasoning for that is that it allows for our students to become part of a process, to share with us what are the things that they really want to learn about that maybe we can't do in a curriculum, in a science class or a history class or a math class, but really to be able to make sure that we're providing a very robust education on all levels, not just on the day-to-day operation, but really making sure that our students have something really interesting and unique to our school, So for us, that 21st Century Learning Conference was really the breaking ground on how do you engage students differently in school, and how do you take a school day and make it something very, very different. I think this program would never have been brought to life if it wasn't for the commitment of the high school faculty, as well as the engagement of so many community partners that really wanted to come in and share their story or share their passion or share their expertise with our students. We as high school teachers have passion about what we do, but sometimes you can bring in somebody who also has passion in a very, very different field, and students can see that in real time in front of them, teaching and presenting. I think that means a big difference for them, especially going off into the world where you do need to be, in many ways, progressive in how you learn and creative, and how to be able to really put yourself into a position where you will be noticed for those jobs and for those engagements of professional life.
Well, I hope that Middleborough continues to do this, because I think it's great networking too for the kids to see what you can do beyond high school, beyond graduation, beyond even if you don't necessarily want to go to college. Maybe it will spark an interest for them.
In the different workshops, we learned many different skills that we can use not just in school, but like out of school too, and like for the rest of our lives.
Taught me life skills outside of school that I can use later in life too, and I found that to be very helpful.
I really liked it, and I hope we do more of them.